Let's do this for the all-wheel drive 911 Turbo S to be ready up, get set, and have a 3-second countdown to go green to be focusing and go up into the first position by the achievement. First turn coming in, and interior view will go racing in style by overtake on the Porsche Carrera GTS Type 904 driven by Jose Serrano. First and second turn clear. Now overtake on the Porsche 911 Turbo Type 930 98.1 along with the second one in the 13th position. Got to get closer to T Minamoto. Alright, there you go. 13th position, and the strategy is all about having full wheels in all directions. We have to keep it front and center just like any Porsche vehicles on the drivetrain layout in RR. Mostly, this would be a very good kind of a Porsche vehicle to be featured with using the all-wheel drive system, just like the same kind of a model generation as the 2022 in the 911 GT3 RS as the same Type 992 model. So I see right now, he's already in by the 10th position by overtake with the standard version on the Type 993 Porsche Carrera RS is now being well seen on position 11 along with the Club Sport as well. Almost there, going into the 400-meter straight. Brilliant, and much more exactly to have this sports car, just like the track-focused vehicle with the DRS, which is the drag reduction system. So I got the 9th position check, going in and wait for the Cyan Porsche 911 to go holding in and going up to be on the west end section of the course. But good thing the radar just always have to keep it monitored on the track surveillance. Always have to keep a good racing line to be handful to be driving on the right kind of a Porsche vehicle to be listed as all-wheel drive. So coming after the final turn in sector 4, this will have to get down and proper to be on the braking to catch up to Jonathan Wong in the Porsche Cayman GT4 2016. There we go. First lap has ended to go clear, then entered lap number 2. Good faster lap time by 2 minutes, 20.755 seconds as I have to get ready up and go faster to do some handling work and steady on the speed. That's why I've been waiting for this all day, and to practice, just have to see the moment and get amped up to have a one interesting workout surprise after this next day is about to go currently from here until now. But it does matter to have some proper scene workout to get everything to be worked in and get racing strategy to do some proper creativity. But be creative is always about to have my own type is gonna have to do some masterpiece we'll have to go rolling on the main scene. It's only down to 12.6 seconds left. This has got to do all in and worked up to have an all-wheel drive 911 Turbo as an 8th generation model to be part as a Type 992. Much like other kinds of Porsche vehicle to be carried out to have its own traditional heritage as an RR drivetrain layout. But still, it always might have to do some possibility to have each kind of different form and sizes for each 911 vehicle with a type code model has got everything to do some style of beauty and performance. Especially for this one that I'm currently using for this track is now going reserved by debut. So here it is. Gonna have to get in and overtake Adriano Carrozza in the Porsche 911 GT3 Type 997 2009. Going to the fort and proceed back on to sector 4. Okay, gotta watch the handling. Just only have 3 Porsche cars to go. Patrick Basson is in the lead. Angel Inestrosa is on the second, and T. Sukalara on the third. Okay, halfway there, and mark on the third lap. 2 minutes, 18.88 seconds, update for the faster lap time. Just have to get there and have another Type 996 911 GT3 2001 is now on the third. Got to go in by turn 3, then get back in and have the brake towards turn number 4. Okay, gonna have to go up, make that standard to bolt turbocharge to go respond and amp up the RPM. Just have to be wait and steady on closer to be having some 4 wheels to be countered up by steering response feedback. Okay, let's go, and one-on-one showdown. We'll have to do a short time between the 911 Turbo S and the 959. Okay, that's the ticket. Just only one Porsche car to go. Patrick Besson in the pole position, number 1 at the lead. Third sector coming back and go down the hill to be pulling out the brake at turn number 11. Alright, that's good. Closing up, and yet to be patient to be having some few other paces to get up when entered on the west end session. Okay, back on to sector 4. Good thing I'm just doing a good decent pace effort to be right back without having the fault of tuning to go amp up to have one single turbocharge by having a stock of performance. But if possible, whenever you might need to have 3 kinds of turbocharged vehicle to go with a low, medium, or high. Just have to make it much more old-fashioned racing without upgraded parts, just to see how good you are when driving with a 911 Turbo S Type 992 model, which is the 8th generation model. So going into the 4th lap, update by the record in 2 minutes, 18.017 seconds. Time to go defense and keep the gap distance to be built in and go by the range by 1.4 seconds to be up forward. Okay, time of day is 18:29. Here comes the 5th turn. Got to go resume and rolling on in. So you really might need to take a good look on the stats on the interior view when using the Porsche 911 Turbo S when having some handling turns to go respond and have that clipping mark on the apex. That is how, whenever you might need to have a good look to be seen on the right hand side to have this kind of an interior when using it on the left hand. But in general, it also to be shows to have the stats and temperature is now being well seen to be coming in along with the battery and the oil. So the fuel is going to be at 128, Celsius at 110, 6.1 and 12.5 Bs of bolts. That should do very well to have enough energy and have a response movement for only one vehicle to go rolling and control in all-wheel drive. So almost there, just have to be finishing up and go to the final lap at number 5. We'll be finishing up at the 4th lap by the penultimate. Just keep it nice and tight. Almost there, and dive down at the final corner, stay on the lap and inside the apex. So here we go, folks, final lap, and this is where the faster time attack goes in. Just not yet to be having a faster lap update, so it'll have to get there to be achieved and get closer to be revving up in the high gear to go faster to have an all-wheel drive, fully turbocharged Porsche vehicle that you might need to get used to it to have some one-ways of tuning experience. But still have a regulation to be exactly on 650 performance points to be choosing the right kind of a car, especially for the Porsche Mission X that might need to have some tuning work to go with a power restrictor and weight adjustment. It's only down to have that main gap by 2.8 seconds. Still got this one and focusing in the first. It looks like, well, in the Porsche 911 GT3 RS in the same 992 model just took the faster lap time by 2 minutes, 17.822. But maybe this will have to go and have a comparison differences to go for a rolling of the racing step of the Porsche Spirit. Then I'll have to find out, and this will have to take that last lap to go faster up and go clear to be achieved on the faster record. Just almost there, just have 2 sectors to go, and currently to be marked on sector 3. So I totally got this one, and one-way ticket to be heading back to sector 4. We'll have to take that full final stretch. Okay, keep it front and center. It's about to get close. Just only had to take one step, and here comes the final stretch to be marked at the end of the corner. Checker flag waves in for the Type 992 911 Turbo S has now finished in first. That's more like it, and flip check mark and receive 500,000 Gran Turismo credit for the third ticket. Now that's what I call mastering with an all-wheel drive Porsche 911 is very good to be designed as a gas-powered vehicle. So let's have a good check and mark on the record to be placed by 2 minutes, 14.784 seconds in the total time of 11 minutes, 30.579 seconds. Very impressive and have some differences between the track-focused sports car and luxurious supercar has ever yet to be compared by having the same form of the 992 model. 105,000 Gran Turismo credit, which is very good enough, and going right back to be at 44 million. Now that's what I call to have a third ticket to be received on the main part of the weekly challenge. Then replay has now go by the focusing spotlight has now been well seen to go around by earlier on the 400-meter straight. Just have to switch on view and give it much more exactly comparison to see some both version on the Type 992. Got to make sure to have a quick capture thumbnail image to see which one is which to have both of them in the Type 992 models. So the fifth content replay is saved. Then let's get back to the GT Garage. We'll be having a one surprise to have a different roulette ticket to go for the usual after having some few practice by 2 days ago. It's already been done and the right moment to be in the weekend from Saturday to Sunday. 4 days left for the current part of the weekly challenges is about to have a best thinkable moment and exactly to be prior to Thanksgiving Day. But most likely, it was a very good thinkable race to have one special event at Le Mans with no chicane for the historic Group C race car and 4 events on road going type to be specifically including the Suzuki Jimny XC and Sierra JC versions. So 6 gives available, so take a good look you guys. I have 5-star roulette ticket has now been received for only one part of the daily for having one marathon by expiration date, which is going to be date on Christmas Eve in December 24. But I'll have to start and do a payday by 500,000 GT credit to go first, second 200,000, and third 100,000 GT credit. Alright, so let's do the main row and have the 4-star roulette ticket to go in, followed by 3-star, and 5-star is going last. Alright, that's 10,000 Gran Turismo credit, adding up and go back to be at 44,880,464 credits, then 3-star ticket next on the mark. Let's see the main usual prices. Got to get a good high stakes. Nope, so close, and so almost had it to have a 1 million GT credit. But 5,000 might be doing small price, we'll have to give it a small single payday. Now let's have a 5-star ticket, let's see what it is. Give me some good mola. Alright, got a good eye on the Porsche invitation, and this is going to be having a 1 early access to have an early Christmas gift to get the Porsche Carrera GT 2004. So folks, I kind of think about for only one special event at Le Mans and 4 World Car events, it turns out to be very cool, awesome, and amazing to have some new feature events to go for 2 and usual for 3. I can't say, it turns out to have all kinds of historic Group C cars to have some livery variation to be based off from the real-life counterpart, along with the GT500 and DTM cars has ever yet to be seen before. But third time as ever, and I kinda like it, enjoy it, and have the historical racing moment along with Grand Valley South and the Jeepney Cup to be take place in nighttime. Along with some 2 versions when using the Jeepney XC or the Sierra JC, which is very much more share a comparison to have a K-car entry, and the big boy K-car as well to be drivable to be seen it. Mostly to have some one other part of the event in WTC 600 at Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Rallycross layout. I can't think about the Ford Escort RS Coswood is very much more challenging up to be driving in the dirt as a road-going rally car. But still good, awesome, and enjoyable to be hand-packed to be driving on the mixture between the asphalt and the dirt. Especially for the Japanese Clubman Cup 550 at Tokyo Expressway when I was using with the Lexus RCF 2014 in the Dispenser Camp fan art livery with Aiden in it. Fifth one is the Porsche Cup that I just really love to enjoy it. Always had to do a well novice debut to be using with the Type 992 Porsche 911 Turbo S is the perfect kind of processor before the 911 GT3 RS as the same kind of a platform foundation as the 2022 model. But I kinda love it, enjoyable, and well styled in silver to have one kind of a beauty sports car before becoming as a track focused sports car on the track. But I can't wait until Thanksgiving will be coming up, and this will have to be moving on forward to be wrapping up at the end of the video. But the good news is, the Gran Turismo World Series World Finals 2024 is about to be heading up to Amsterdam, and this will have to take some very good upcoming feature to have a one single special event has now opened for the limited time until December 8th. Tickets are on sale right now, and the viewers campaign is now being available along with the winner campaign will be predict who will win in Amsterdam and receive up to 3 million GT credits. But this is going to be a very good moment out there for all Gran Turismo players around the world. Just have to be wait and see how it turns out, and every Gran Turismo players are about to be having a very good best moment out there for the grand final until at the end of the year. So thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on Dividend Art, Instagram, Blue Sky, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone. Will join to get access per price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help out with a super thanks as an extra will support and grow. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.